My voice might be a little gone, but Silvio De Sosa's season is gone too.
And Zion. It's all ESPN's been talking about for the past 48 hours. We get it. His debut's tonight. 25-10. That's what I want from you, boy.
Let's get excited. Let's throw some chairs, maybe. It's the late night peel. Let's go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of the Late Night Peel. My voice might be somewhat gone and may be off here and there for the whole episode, but hey, we're still excited. We're still here. We're just blessed to be here, at the end of the day, right?
Yep.
Right? Plain and simple.
Exactly, yeah.
Plain and simple. I'm Trey Redfield. This is Nick Salaya.
Okay.
Nick, we got a lot to talk about tonight.
We do. We have
All five sports.
All five sports tonight. I mean, I hope by the end of this podcast, you've thrown your chair across the room tonight.
Yeah, because Silvio De Sosa literally did
Yeah.
that. And it's, how does that happen? How does that happen?
It's called, I don't know what it's called.
Hey, this is why we save college basketball for last.
We do.
That's
Best
what we're
for
gonna-
last, best for last.
Best for last. So, hey, let's start off with...
Let's talk about the best, though, right now.
Yeah, facts. Major League Baseball. The Hall of Fame class was announced last night around 6:30, 6:25.
Somewhere around then, yeah.
And there are only two players that got selected. One of them, obviously, was Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter, who played for around 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
More than 3,000 hits. His 3,000th being a home run. He was 2000 World Series MVP, won 5 World Series titles. I believe it was 5.
Yeah.
And he was one vote from being unanimous.
Yeah, who's that one person that didn't vote?
I know,
honestly?
right? How does that... What do you think?
We're Red Sox and Mets fans, and even, like...
Derek Jeter's
respect
I
to
love Derek Jeter, dude.
Respect to
Like,
Derek Jeter.
like, yeah, there's no Omar Garcia Parra, and that
Who is that one?
he'll forever be king, but how do you not vote for Derek Jeter?
I know.
Like, what are you thinking?
What else do you want more from somebody?
Oh, I'm going to vote for Barry Bonds. Oh, I'm going to vote for Roger Clemens. I'm going to stick a needle in me. Really? That's what you're thinking? That's what you're thinking? I mean, look, we're not scientists. This is sports. And it proves, the sports is proven by Derek Jeter. So, like, how do you not pick Jeter? It's
Props to
weird.
Larry Walker, too.
Yeah, facts. Honestly, I'm giving a little too much on Jeter.
Colorado
me being a Red
Rockies
Sox fan.
outfielder, very good hitter.
Yeah,
Very good
great
hitter.
hitter.
All around great
Played with the
baseball
Cardinals as well. He's the first Canadian to second. Pardon me. Thank you.
Of course, Trey.
Second Canadian to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He was also an Expo. He started off with the Expos too. So
Montreal.
look, with me about the Rockies, I feel like the people who vote for the Hall of Fame is making a statement with the Rockies, because this is around the time where those players who started out with Colorado are starting to slowly get into the Hall of Fame. When I mean like those impact players on Colorado, that's Todd Helton. And I think with Helton, I think he's going to skip over Clemens and Bonds. He's gonna make it when he's on the ballot for this year. So that's my take with the Rockies. Overall, the Yankees, I don't know how he's not unanimous, but
Do you think Troy Tulowitzki can maybe make the Hall of Fame?
that's pushing it. That's close.
It's a stretch.
You got to have a weak class like this one if you want to make
true,
the Hall
yeah.
of Fame. And
Just naming another Rocky great, you know.
yeah, no, I mean Nolan Arenado will be there sooner and later.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, plain and simple, he's the best fielder in the National League, if not the National League, Major League
Do you
Baseball.
remember Ubaldo Jimenez?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
We all
Matt
thought he was the
Holliday
greatest
might be
pitcher
there,
of
though.
all time.
I mean, he was. He had one good season, and that was
One, yeah.
Then he went to Baltimore. Then the rest is history. But anyways, there's still people that missed the Hall of Fame. Those being Curt Schilling, who got 70% of the vote. Keep in mind, you need 75%. You need 75%. So, Schilling missed the cut, along with Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds, once again. I'm eye rolling if you're listening to the audio. So, but anyways, Schilling is going to make it next year.
Yeah.
I really feel like he won 200 games. Yes, he may have played for 200 seasons. He's from Alaska, fun fact. But pitch for 20 seasons, you're over 200 wins. I feel like that's like a guarantee that you're going to be in the Hall of Fame,
next
especially
year
with a
or
class
two,
like this.
definitely,
Because next year's class isn't really that good either. I mean, Scott Rowland's about to make the Hall of Fame. Scott Rowland's about to make the Hall of Fame. Great player, but there's so much more talent. So much more talent. What?
The thing about Clemens and Bonds is
They
have
needled me.
they have 2 years left until their 10 years is up, and
They will not make
the
it.
last
I'm sorry.
the last
they will
like
not
6
make it.
years they've gone up like 1% each year.
Yeah, and
They haven't made any progress whatsoever. They need at least 15 more percent to get to 75.
yeah,
in the
and
next 2 years.
15% is a lot. It is a lot. Clemens and Bonds, they're in that pool of steroids. Like, there's steroids and breaking rules of baseball. If you are breaking the rules of baseball, even if you're dead, because they brought this up the other day about shoeless Joe Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Even if like a player is dead and they still broke the rules, there is no way they're going to get into the Hall of Fame. I mean, even if you're alive and you broke the rules, I still don't think there's no way you get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Bonds may have hit 762 home runs, but Hank Aaron did the same thing without needles in his butt. I mean, that might be a little too much on air, but
No, it's okay.
he did the same thing, but with 756 home runs. Or 755. Like, come on now.
They're gonna need at least like 60 more people to vote for them.
That's not happening.
In the next
That's
2
not
years.
happening.
I wanna do the math.
Bonds had everything in front of him. And he still went on steroids when it went out. That's unbelievable. He was playing in Pittsburgh. He may have been an absolute knucklehead to Jim Leland when he was managing at the time, but he had everything in front of you, dude. And then you are in the 2000s, 2010s, you put everything like into fault with Rafael Palmeiro, Roger Clemens, Jose Canseco, the snitch out of all this stuff that happened. I mean, it's true.
I know.
This is why Manny's not going to be in the Hall of Fame either.
I know he's
He
not.
may have hit 500 home runs, but you can't do this. You can't do this, man. Like, come on.
Whoa.
It's true. Where else are you going to put him?
Whoa. No,
Where
I
else
know.
are you gonna
I
put
know.
My voice is about to be gone. Like, it's basically
I
gone.
know that's
after
where you're supposed to
rating on
put
this.
them.
But, like, come on now. This is why they won't get into the Hall of Fame. This is why this is the lesson that players will get. This is exactly why.
Let's just wait a couple more years for A-Rod to see what he gets his first.
Can't wait. I hope he gets 0%. I hope he gets -0.2.
What years is he eligible?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
care.
He's a Red Sox fan.
Yeah. You're a Mets man.
Yeah, speaking of the Mets, let's talk about a division rival that is going to sweep us every series this
Yeah,
year.
about that. The Braves made some really big news. They may have lost their third baseman, Josh Donaldson, who went to the Twins on a 4-year, $92 million deal that's guaranteed. But there's a club option of $16 million on the 5th year with an $8 million buyout. So, with that, they added Felix Hernandez on a minor league deal, so he's going to play in Gwinnett for a little bit, more likely than not, on the Stripers. That's their AAA affiliate. And then Marcell Ozuna is the new left fielder for the Braves on a 1-year, $18 million deal. I think the impact for the Braves, with this little de facto switch, I think the Braves are still going to be the better team. The Braves have better arms. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. When you give me an outfield like Marcell Ozuna and Darren Ciarte, Ronald Acuna with Nick Markakis as depth, and then you have potentially Danny Echeverria at third, Dansby Swanson, Ozzy Albies, and Freddie Freeman, along with Travis d'Arnaud across the entire infield, that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, the Twins may hit a lot of home runs, but there's no pitching.
They're adding
There's no
40 more
pitching.
home runs.
They're adding 40 more home runs, yeah, but like, where's the pitching, dude? I mean, you gotta score runs to win games and all, but what if you lose 13? What if you lose 13-12?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, come on now. Like, I still think the Braves have the edge. What do you think?
I think the Braves do as well.
Because here's my thing. The Twins still may have a great squad, but holy cow, they cannot play the Yankees in postseason play. I don't know what it is, but I don't get it. Like, it's real. Like, have you thought about that at all? Like,
I mean,
I grew up watching baseball, and I knew that the Twins just never played well against the Yankees. Because I would see it all the time.
yeah,
It's like,
and I can't see it this upcoming year.
no, I can't either.
Like if they happen to play each other in playoffs,
Yeah.
the Yankees will have a home run fest.
I mean, it will be a home run fest in general, but the
Well,
Yankees...
the Yankees will have the edge.
Right, because they have better arms.
Yeah.
They have better arms. They had if Domingo Germán is back in time, you put him with Luis Severino, Masahiro Tanaka. And if J Happ actually shows up, God knows if he actually does. And don't get me wrong with James Paxton, too. That's a good rotation.
It is.
The Twins don't have that right now. They don't have that. Right now, they don't have Urban Santana. Urban Santana has been a little wishy-washy, but that used to be their guy.
Yeah, it was
So it's unfortunate that he's not there, but that's the reason why if they make it to the ALCS, they will lose in 5 tops.
Mm-hmm.
They'll either get swept or lose in 5 because the Yankees own the Twins.
Going before we finish the MLB, going back to the Braves, I don't think Felix is going to spend very long in minors.
Really?
I think he's.
Well, no, actually, no, not.
Felix
I
Hernandez.
100% agree.
He
100% agree.
hasn't had a winning season since 2016, but
I
feel he can have a
believe-
bounce back season.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is with people like downing on Felix. Yeah, he had a
Probably just need like a change of scenery.
His season was so bad last
He
year.
went 1-8 last year.
Yeah, but this is a good opportunity for Felix Hernandez.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's at the end of his career.
Right.
Might as well finish it off with.
you never know. Hey, the Rays did the same thing with Eric Bedard. You remember Eric Bedard,
Yeah.
right? He signed a minor league deal with the Rays. He played with the Durham Bulls for a little bit. I watched him pitch a couple times. He was up like that. Quick. And he really showed out in Tampa Bay because that was the year they like slowly went on the come up but missed the playoffs. They won 89 games and missed the playoffs. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
And so yeah, he was a big part of that team, and I feel like with the Braves, if they need an extra arm, Felix Hernandez is there. He may not have the playoff experience, but this is a great opportunity for him. It's a great opportunity.
Don't ever look at his age and doubt him. I mean, look at Bartolo.
Exactly.
The boy.
Exactly.
The goat.
So, but yeah, that was a good baseball talk. I gotta say,
20 days until the Mets are back, pitchers and catchers.
It is January 22nd, and we just went in on baseball, dude. Nothing wrong with that.
Another 11 months of baseball ahead of us.
Yeah, so let's talk about a season that's in play right now.
Coming to a close, though.
Coming to a close. It was a good week of conference championships.
It was.
The Titans.
First game was much better, obviously.
Right, but poorly officiated, I'd say. What do you think?
Yeah.
Goodness me, dude. Like, feel like the Titans had everything in hand for them. It just went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
So, as it happened last week, but there was no support with the officiating.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. I mean, it was going to happen. I was bold by saying the Titans were going to win, but
You weren't the only one. I mean,
I know, a lot of
I was
people
watching
think the
NFL
Titans.
Countdown that morning, and Samantha Ponder was the only one who picked the Chiefs to win. Randy Moss had the Titans. Rex Ryan had the Titans. All of them had the Titans. And Sam Ponder picked the Chiefs, and the Chiefs won.
if her husband was playing quarterback for the Chiefs, they would not have won.
Yeah, no.
No way in hell.
No chance.
No way in hell. But she's not. She's probably not watching this right now. So I mean, I could say that. So
If you are, though, hey, Sam.
Who?
No.
What about the Packers and the Niners? Yeah. If you watched last week, this man said the Packers were going to take down the Niners. It was like the same score for most of the game since the last time they played, dude.
I mean, they made a little bit of comeback.
I mean, they made a little bit, but who cares? Who cares?
Good.
They suck.
I mean,
That's like the ritual.
I feel confident about my Chiefs.
That
though.
is the Packer. You're Chiefs. You're a Broncos fan.
We're AFC West.
Oh,
God. We're division friends. We root for each other in the playoffs. We'll leave Super Bowl talk for next week.
Yeah, that's a whole nother podcast. We might have to bring on Cam for that one.
Yeah, we should.
Cam, you better be listening.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but this week is the Pro Bowl.
Woo! Flag football.
And offensive players playing on defense just to mess around. It's a great time. And they're doing it in Orlando at Camping World Stadium. No one goes to the games. They need to bring it back to Hawaii, I think.
Yeah.
So
it was good when it was in
so
Hawaii.
many people, I mean, it's an excuse to go out there, one. Two, there are a lot of NFL fans in Hawaii. I mean, there gotta be.
And they don't get NFL games.
They don't get NFL games. It's 7 o'clock, and the 1 o'clock games are kicking off. This is an opportunity to see players do that, but it's in Orlando. It's annoying. I love the skills competition, but you can do the same thing in Hawaii. So,
Dodgeball tournament. Watch that.
That's
How many-
so odd.
Who from the Patriots is playing? Is Tom gonna actually play?
No, he didn't make it to the Pro Bowl.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. No,
Who did from the Patriots?
This is his first season since tearing his ACL. He did not make the Pro Bowl.
Then who's playing?
Stephon Gilmore, Matthew Slater, Dante Hightower.
Solid core. We got Cortland and Von Miller.
That's solid.
It is.
For how bad the Broncos were, that's solid.
It is.
So, I mean, hey. But they're going to have to deal with a new rule that's going to be tried upon by the NFL. It's something that was stolen, that they stole from the Alliance of American Football.
There was something about the Broncos, wasn't there?
No.
Didn't the Broncos try something like this?
No.
I felt like I read something.
No,
about
I don't remember that. But, like,
keep talking. I'll find
they,
it.
there's going to be a new, the NFL's going to try a new thing where the onside kicks are going to, they're going to be attempted as 4th and 15s, and wherever the ball is after, if they don't make the 4th and 15, the other team takes over from there.
Instead of just letting the team start at the 25-yard line and go 75 yards.
Roger Goodell, I don't like you. Like, come on.
I found the thing. The Denver Broncos proposed a similar change last winter, but owners voted it down in March.
Yeah.
So we're trying to ruin the NFL, basically.
Basically, yes.
All right.
Are you kidding me? The onside kick is the best part of the game.
It is.
Remember about like 2012, 2013, they were thinking about taking away the whole idea? Dude, how are you going to win? You're losing by 9. You score a touchdown. It's a 2-point game. You don't get the ball back.
I'm already not even crazy about the whole college. This is kind of similar to the college football OT rules.
Yeah.
And I'm not crazy
You're
about that.
getting it's like,
You have to go 25 yards to score, and if you score a touchdown, the game's over, right?
I mean, somewhat like that if the other team doesn't.
So you don't even get a chance if you give up a touchdown.
No, for college football you get a chance.
Oh, you do?
Yes, you do.
Oh, it's the NFL where.
And the NFL,
Yeah.
see, in the NFL, I love how they.
Yeah, the NFL's good, yeah.
The other team doesn't get a chance. It's pro football. If you don't get it, you suck. If you don't stop it, you suck.
Yeah, okay.
Plain and simple. But doing a 4th and 15 to try and get the ball back, are you kidding me? You can literally throw a Hail Mary, bomb it, and try and catch it, and boom, you get the ball back.
Where do you get the ball back if you get it? Do you back it up all the way, or what's the deal? Do you just start there?
Honestly, I'm not so sure.
Oh.
I think it's at the 15-yard mark, like wherever it is. So they start at the 35 and they get it at midfield, something like that. It's stupid. Why are we even talking about this? It's so stupid.
I'll watch a quarter of the game.
Onside kicks are the best part of football.
We'll talk about this next Tuesday. See how
it turns out.
How this turns out.
I will flip because I know this will not work out. This will suck. This will suck.
It sounds weird.
Yeah, it does.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it does. It's awful. But I'm glad I'm saving the NFL until next week. Here's my little preview on the Super Bowl now. Just like a little bit. It's not going to be a good game. You know why?
Why?
The Patriots are playing.
Yeah.
The Patriots play the best Super Bowls. 100%.
I got a little something for this game too.
What?
Who do you think Joe Montana's rooting for?
Oh, you're funny. You're a funny guy. Who do I think so?
I see it.
The Niners. The Niners. Are you kidding me?
I mean,
Dude won like 4 Super Bowls with them.
you never know.
How many did he win with Kansas City?
Probably 0.
Yeah, 0.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what Tom Brady will do if he goes to Los Angeles or Nashville. So stay. Please stay. But anyways, the NBA. What a game on Monday night, right?
What a game.
The Celtics beat the Lakers by 32.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, turn around.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, you soft. You soft.
Don't look at me.
So, our good buddy Eli put on his Instagram story, go follow him on This Week in MLS. He's also a huge NBA fan. He said on his Instagram story, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best.
I saw that.
You haven't done that. The Lakers have not done that at all.
Mm-hmm.
They got smacked by the Bucks. They keep getting worked by the Clippers. I think they even lost to the Heat.
No, we beat the Heat twice this
They
year.
beat the Heat twice. It doesn't matter. You're not going to
That's the number 2 team in the Eastern
I don't
Conference.
care. You're not going to play them in the finals.
Never know.
You're either going to play the Celtics or the Bucks.
What about the Sixers?
No, you're not playing the Sixers.
That was my prediction at the beginning of the season.
They're not playing the Sixers. Philly's Philly. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to just die. But They haven't beaten the best. This is why the Lakers are like, I don't even know if they're top 5 right now in my best NBA teams. 5th at best.
I want to hear the top 5 if you have one.
Bucks, Clippers, Heat, Celtics, Lakers. That's a good 5. That's a good 5. Come on now.
You put the Heat at 3?
I mean, why not? I mean, the Raptors are right there at 5.
All right. I mean, I can't counter. I
The
can't
East is
I can't
good this year.
I can't argue anything because we lost by 32.
Yeah,
And-
your mouth is shut.
I mean, next week, we play Philly on Saturday. We can get a win against them. That's a top team, but until
For those who are listening on the audio, what? I can't even do the whole thing because my voice is gone.
yeah, I know it is. Lakers Clippers next Tuesday, so we'll see if we can beat them. Finally, I
Can
say.
you believe I do a podcast with this dude?
I mean, Lakers. We play the Knicks tonight. Go Lakers.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. But anyways, let's talk about the freak, Zion
You
Williams.
sure he hasn't been talked about enough? We need to talk about him some more.
Well, see, ESPN. Here's the thing: ESPN has talked about them for the past 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
We're like a little bit. We're wishy-washy on him. We don't
We are.
talk about him that much. So, let's propose our love to him now. You go ahead. Go ahead. You're the NBA guy here.
He is gonna have a monster game tomorrow.
You think so?
I think he's the real
the
deal.
Spurs aren't that good, so I feel
No, they
like
aren't.
it's gonna be a great. I feel like he's
will.
gonna have a good game.
And I'm interested to see whether they haven't mentioned anything about him starting, coming off the bench, minutes restriction, none of that. But I'm interested.
He's
to see-
100%. He's ready to go. He's ready to go.
So he no restriction or anything.
No.
Oh, then
They literally retaught the man how to run and walk, and he's gotten. Did you not hear what he said in an interview about a week ago?
what?
He's gotten 15 pounds stronger. He's like gained 15 pounds of muscle,
What is he? 295 now?
something like that. Yeah,
That's frightening.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to be under the basket.
That
so
man
I think-
still walks like. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think Zion's
That's-
gonna have a big game tomorrow. I think he'll have a strong end of the season, even though the Pelicans are winning, but they're not making the playoffs straight.
The only reason why people are watching this game is to watch Zion.
Is to watch Zion Williamson.
The Pelicans. Neither the Pelicans nor the Spurs will be making the playoffs. Yes, the Spurs won't be making the playoffs.
No, they won't. It stinks that we
Did they make
weren't-
the playoffs last year?
I think so.
I think they did. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. It stinks that we weren't really around or old enough to see what the hype about LeBron was when he debuted.
But
But really, Zion is like equal to LeBron almost.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
the hype is yes.
I mean, you could compare possibly Anthony Davis coming out of college, undefeated champion.
He won a gold medal before he even played in the NBA.
Yeah,
you know that?
so that's some competition to Zion, but I don't think Zion's on another level. Like, this dude's got... I can't even imagine how much pressure he's got. He even said in an interview he's not going to be able to sleep tonight. So maybe he'll be fatigued. Maybe he'll be falling asleep on the bench again tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows?
or when he's playing.
Or when he's playing. You never
Either
know.
one, honestly.
Or he'll be putting his defenders to sleep by dunking on them. Well, we'll see what happens. I think Zion will have a big game tomorrow.
Let's talk about another freak, but this dude is from Greece. Giannis.
Yeah.
Giannis is unstoppable as always. This is the guy we talk about every week because he's just always playing so well. He's scoring 30 points a game. That's second behind you know who. But I feel like here's the thing.
Hamas.
James. he's gonna slowly go. I think Giannis is gonna be the leading scorer at the end of the season.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah, dude. James Harden got rid of the mohawk and puts on a headband. Has like cornrows now. When you change the whole fit, when you change something like that, you're gonna suck. And he's been in the teams in like the past three last
Yeah,
three of his
he's been struggling.
3 of his last 4, he's been in like the teens. He's missed about 25 3-point attempts the other night. That's like me shooting at Barnes.
Of
That's
course.
our
Yeah.
wellness center here at SU. But If you shoot like me in an NBA game, dude, you don't deserve to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
If you shoot like me, go. Let Russell Westbrook run the floor. Like, honestly, this team lost to the Thunder the other night.
I mean, Westbrook and Harden both put up 35 against the Lakers and still managed to lose.
And there is that part. Wait, Harden scored that much against the Lakers?
He had 35. I think Westbrook actually had like 34, but still.
But yeah, that's why I said like 3 of the last 4 he scored in the teens.
So that's why I've been thinking this for a while. I've been saying this a lot. Harden is not a team player. Westbrook is not a team player.
Who
And
even
it's
out
right
there?
there.
I don't even know who
I don't
else
think the
is on
Rockets are going to make it. Clint Capella, PJ Tucker.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Goodness.
PJ Tucker, I respect him because he's got like 10,000 pairs of shoes. He has a new pair of shoes every night for every
Facts.
game. And that's just impressive.
I heard something about a prediction with the Rockets. It came out of your mouth for a hot second.
I just don't think they'll make it far in the playoffs.
How far? First round?
Well,
First round's pushing it. First round's pushing it.
Let's say that they playoffs started today.
Okay.
The Rockets be a 6 seed.
They'd be a 6 seed. Are you kidding
playing
me?
the Nuggets in the first round. I could see them losing to the Nuggets in the first round, honestly.
Me
In,
too.
6 games.
Me too.
Possibly stretch it to 7. Just because James Harden can go off for 40, 50, and get his team a win. But really, the Nuggets are a more complete
Nuggets
team.
are more spread out. Yeah, they have Michael Porter Jr.
Who's
they got
been playing well
Nikola
lately.
Jokic. Who else do they got?
Gary Harris,
Harris,
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray's cash, dude. So underrated.
They've got a good team.
So underrated.
Very good team.
But hey, we'll see what happens in March.
We'll see.
March.
April. Mid-April, yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. Celtics gonna be back in it, so we're chilling. But speaking of a former Celtic, let's talk about oh my god. You showed me that video yesterday? That was
I
awful.
did show you that, yeah.
Delonte West. Nick, take it away.
If you're on social media and you follow NBA accounts, you most likely saw the gruesome video of
Good
Delonte
work.
West literally getting beat up on a highway.
You got jumped?
Yeah, the cars were stopped because he was just in the guy was in the middle of the lane. He must have cuffed his hands back or something because West was just laying there and he was just kicking him, punching him. And then people got a video. They interviewed him. I think the person who interviewed him on the street got in trouble with the police.
Probably.
But he looks like a homeless man. And to think he was making $16 million as an NBA player, that just shows you how mental illness can... Who cares how rich you are? That stuff is tough.
It is.
For anybody.
There's a lot of people that deal with it. It's really unfortunate. And
Yeah.
there are a lot of athletes who have dealt with that much pain after after their careers. Like Junior Seau, the man literally played with concussions.
Yeah.
He still dealt with it after he retired, after his last stint with the Patriots, in 2009. So it's unfortunate that you see it around around different leagues and in different ideals, in different ways, I guess.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who deal with tobacco problems in the major leagues with chew tobacco.
Yeah.
Especially with Jeff Bagwell, the NFL, domestic violence, concussions, the NBA. It could be some whack stuff like that, and the NHL. The NHL could be the same thing with concussions too.
Yeah.
Players don't play that long. Well, in the NFL, that is. The NHL.
I don't know
war
how
horses.
some
They're
players can go to
war
50.
horses. Oh yeah, they
But-
could go to 50.
But yeah.
Zdeno Chara is 43, 44.
I know he is.
That's my favorite player.
Yeah, I know.
He and Bergeron.
Yeah.
We don't really cover the NHL much in here, but nothing wrong with the Bruins.
No, they're good.
Yeah, they should have won the cup last year.
I know. Yeah, I know. But a lot of people are upset that the NBA isn't really taking much action because players like Kevin Love have spoken out about their mental illness, and NBA's we'll make a change. We'll spread more awareness.
Just wait for Adam Silver to mess it all up because his mentor David Stern isn't alive anymore.
Yeah, so
Big whoop. Well, big no. It's awful. David Stern is dead.
yeah,
Change the game of basketball. I love David Stern. I hate Adam Silver.
yeah, he's
Adam.
he really doesn't
Oh
do
my
much.
god.
I mean, Oh my God, who'd he ban from the Clippers? What's his name?
Donald
Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling.
That was probably his only really good thing he's done.
And that was...
I mean, the dude was racist to the extreme.
Yeah.
He deserved to be
Okay,
kicked. He deserved to be kicked out of the league.
Yeah, he was firm. He was very
But
firm.
other than that, I mean, there's nothing really notable Silver's done. Stern turned the NBA from, I forget the exact numbers. It's
Isn't it
like
like 24 to 30 now?
something like that. I was thinking money-wise. It was like a $400 million league into $5.3 billion.
Yeah.
And look
He
at
started it.
Look at the NBA now. We're talking about 2 top 5 MVP candidates who are from Greece and Slovenia. Slovenia.
Slovenia.
I mean, basketball's worldwide now. I mean, we got players like Ben Simmons and Kyrie from Australia. Davis Stern.
Well, Kyrie...
He was born in Australia.
Yes.
You
He
look
plays for
technically.
the United States.
Ben Simmons, though.
Ben Simmons plays for Australia.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, we'll see if Adam Silver does anything about Delonte West. It's kind of sad to see. I mean, he was teammates with LeBron, obviously, in Cleveland for a few years.
God knows what he's going to do.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty interesting. But these head coaching changes in college football, let's see the transition I did there. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of head coaching transitions or head coach switches in college football. And I was looking at them last night and tonight. And there are 3 that really stood out to me that I wanted to break down real quick. First is, well, there's 2. Here's the thing. The state of Mississippi is back for college football, I have to say. Because Lane Kiffin went down to FAU and turned around the entire Owls program, won them 2 straight conference championships, 10-plus win seasons, 2 bowl wins, gets out of there, goes Ole Miss. The change that he was able to make brings a great opportunity to put Ole Miss on the map, because that's where they belong. Ole Miss was number 1 in the country like a couple years back. This is a great chance for them to finally get back to where they belong. And what's more interesting to me is Mike Leach. Mike Leach was the former Washington State head coach and, shockingly, flips the switch, goes down to Mississippi State, and is now leading the way for them there. It's what surprises me, you know how Wazoo's always had very high-powered passing offense?
Yeah.
And Mississippi State is more of that running team, like with Dak Prescott and Nick Fitzgerald. It's going to be interesting what he does to that passing game. I think Ole Miss is going to be quicker out of the gate, but Hail State's going to be more successful. I think. What do you think?
I agree with you.
You'd agree with me?
Yeah.
Because this only makes the SEC more interesting. Like, I'm excited to see what the SEC is like, and I bet Paul Feinbaum is going crazy right now. Oh, I love the SEC. Oh, my gosh.
Paul. We love you, Paul. We love you.
I've never seen someone more extravagant about a conference. It's pretty impressive.
They're coming for Paul.
Yeah.
They're coming for Paul Feinbaum.
But another one, I'm going to stay a little homegrown a little bit. Sean Clark got promoted as the head coach at App State.
Oh, they're making the playoffs next year.
Dude. App State. People forget about App State. Like, they only lost 1 game last season, and they played in the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Yeah, I know that's the whole deal that they have. If they're not in the New Year's Six, they have to play in the New Orleans Bowl. Very unfortunate. But this is the second time they've had so many sirens, dude. Oh, my gosh.
We're just trying to podcast.
We're just trying to do a podcast.
Trying to do a podcast.
We're going to keep this in because this is comedy.
It really is.
This is comedy. So, anyways, back to Sean Clark.
Yeah.
He's the second coach to be promoted up, like throughout through the football program, and that's at App State. This is the biggest turnaround from FCS to FBS. 2005, 2006, 2007. 3P FCS champions. The subdivision below the FBS. Comes into the FBS and their first year in the Sun Belt, finishes second in their division. Every other year, they've won the Sun Belt. And I think they've had 10-win seasons throughout. Or they've at least won all of their bowl games that they have played in. That is dominance.
Yeah.
For a team that plays in Boone, North Carolina, and there's a track that still circulates the stadium, That's good. They're the best football team in North Carolina. Best college football team. And North Carolina has 8 college football schools.
Yeah.
Sean Clark has a great opportunity ahead of him, and he's gonna make App even bigger. I feel like they have one thing in their way, and that's Georgia Southern, who they have lost to every single year they've been in the FBS. So what Sean Clark has is a great opportunity, and I think this is the best move for App to stay within, because that's what the players know. They're staying within that vibe. They're staying true to the program. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what goes on, not just in the Power 5, but in the Group of 5, in the least popular conference, arguably, compared to the Conference USA, the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Because I know Syracuse won't do that well this year. So, but anyways.
All I know is Trevor Lawrence is playing another year.
And Travis Etienne is playing another year.
And we're in their conference.
Can you believe Etienne did that?
He wants to get another ring, I guess.
I mean, yeah, but I think it's shocking that he did that. But when you think about it, this is a great move. Number 4 on Mel Kiper's big board. All hail Mel Kiper. Huge Mel Kiper. Number 4 on this year's big board. Next year, not the best class of running backs. This gives him an opportunity for more money. People are going to be desperate for a running back because I feel like the game is changing. There's more of a running game now. There's been a lot of production in the fullback position. I feel like there's going to be more old school football, and that's what I love to see.
The fullback position's really come
especially as an Army football fan, I love to see a running game.
Mm-hmm.
Huge running game fan. I mean, that's how the Patriots won their first Super Bowl. It wasn't because of Tom Brady throwing the ball all the time. It's because they had a great running back set.
Mm-hmm.
J.R. Redmond, Antoine Smith, and Kevin Falk. Nothing wrong with that.
I imagine seeing 2 Clemson players go 1 and 2 in the draft.
That would be
2021.
unbelievable.
That'd be crazy.
Unbelievable.
Lawrence and Etienne.
And they'd both be on my fantasy team. No doubt in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, about the head coaching changes and Etienne staying, there are also some quarterbacks that made a switch as graduate transfers. Jamie Newman was a quarterback at Wake Forest who had a very good season this year. Newman threw for 26 touchdowns, had 11 picks, and he had a 145.4 quarterback rating.
Almost 3,000 yards.
Yeah, almost 3,000 yards. That's pretty good for playing only in about 12 games.
Yeah.
He makes the switch to Georgia. Now, this might be pushing it because I think this is going to be a down year for Georgia. If Newman gets the job, I don't think he's going to perform as well. In a very contested SEC, I know they're in the SEC East. There's still SEC West opponents that they have to play.
They're losing pieces, though.
They're losing pieces, and they're not adding the best piece in the quarterback position. Jake Fromm was a great quarterback. I think he was good. A lot of my friends back home will say, "Oh, he wasn't that good." He's committed to the draft. We'll see what people think of him.
And at the running back position, losing DeAndre Swift.
Yes.
I've always liked him. He's been a very
God tier
productive and good running back.
And Newman doesn't have that. It's just him for 1 year. 1 year, because he's a graduate transfer.
Yeah.
That's it. This is going to be a down year for Georgia, but they'll be back up. Our junior year, 2021.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2021. So it'll be interesting. But one that stands out to me more is
I really like this guy.
me too, Derek King, who was at Houston and now he's in Miami. So here's my thing with transfer quarterbacks at Florida. Hasn't really worked out so well at all.
Mm-hmm.
You look back to Everett Golson, sucked. Alex Hornibrook comes in to try and battle out with Blackman. Charlie Blackman?
Charlie Blackman, yeah.
Yeah, not James Blackman. Whole different story. Hornibrook didn't really play as much as either. He was much better at Wisconsin. Then you have Tate Martell, who didn't even win the starting job at the start of the season.
Isn't that that's the ladies' man, right? No. Yeah.
Who cares? He sucks.
I think that's the ladies' man.
He's so
I remember
bad.
we were I think it was like the first week of college football this year, and we were in some dorm, and some girls started freaking out because they showed Tate Martell on the screen. She's like, Tate Martell! Oh my god! I'm like, dude's on the bench.
I remember that. Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, no, dude. Like, I'm more of a fan on Derek King, but he has something to prove. Transfer quarterbacks in the ACC, especially down in the Panhandle, or the Panhandle State, I guess, Sunshine State, hasn't really worked out so well. So this is a good opportunity for Derek King because we've seen a lot of switches with Houston quarterbacks, especially with Greg Ward, who was a quarterback at Houston, turned wide receiver. It's a good opportunity for King. I think he's really going to play really well at Miami. He didn't have the best season last year, but people forget about what he did in 2018. Threw 36
monster stats.
Yeah, 36 touchdowns, 6 picks, and he threw for 2,900 yards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
167 quarterback rating. That's pretty damn good.
It was good.
Pretty good. So, I'm more excited about the Derek King because he's in the ACC.
I would say so as well. Yeah.
And I just don't think Newman's going to work out.
Yeah.
So, who knows? We'll see how it all turns out, but
Now time for fun stuff.
yes, college
Hold
basketball.
on. Where's my picture?
Basically what happened tonight. So, here's the thing. Last night, there was a game between Kansas State and Kansas.
Some instant rivals.
Big rivalry game in the middle of nowhere.
Tornado Land.
Yeah, basically. Tornado Alley. In Allen Fieldhouse, one of the most historic places in college basketball. Away teams never lose there. Kansas was rounding out the clock. And it seems like this happens all the time because last time we saw this, the Monmouth dude stole the ball and slammed it in.
Down by 50.
Down by 50. That was hilarious.
That was.
Then this happens with Kansas State. The guy in Kansas State steals the ball and he Euro steps to try and put it up for the layup. Then Silvio De Sosa absolutely murks this ball and stands over him. And next thing you know, a whole fight breaks out. Bench is clear. Bill Self is so late to it. This is all in the disabled section of Allen Fieldhouse. So thank God no one was injured. And all in all, Silvio De Sosa literally picks up a chair. Tries to pick up a chair like this over his head. Over his head. And luckily enough, someone was able to block it before it went.
I think it was right as Bill Self was running over. Who
Right.
knows if he saw him or not and just dropped the thing.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was more. It was a little bit of both. It was him dropping it
And someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There were a lot around.
Because who knows if that chair misses? That hits a fan. There's a lawsuit coming
That's
for that
crime.
kid. De Sosa doesn't have that money. He's a college basketball player, not in the future yet. He can't earn in
He did have that money, but he got in trouble last year for getting paid illegally. So
Yeah, exactly.
So he already broke one NCAA rule. He's been suspended for that.
And now
for
he's
getting
going to
paid illegally.
He's got to be
Now
suspended for the whole year.
That's what they're saying.
And there are a couple Kansas players that will be joining him.
Yeah.
Not just Kansas players too, K-State too.
Yeah, it's
Just
it's gonna be
imagine if
intense.
Frank Martin was the head coach of Kansas State at the
I
time.
know.
Frank Martin is a mean-looking dude. I would not want that man yelling at me.
Oh, Silvio, my guy. You were out there for 4 minutes.
He was out there for 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Oh
He,
my God.
What are these stats for tonight? Silvio De Sosa against Kansas State. 4 minutes, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 block.
1 block.
He even managed to get a turnover in 4 minutes against probably Kansas State's walk-ons. Man turned over the ball.
They're 8-10 this season.
he's averaging-
He's
He's averaging 3 and 3 on the season, 0.1 assists. Somehow shooting 47% from the field.
It's because he doesn't get any playing time.
Yeah. Well,
Plain simple.
still.
Hey, I mean, at the end of the day, though, that can't happen. I haven't seen something like that in so long in college basketball. And it's unfortunate that it has to come down to last night where I see it again. You're taking away all the integrity of the game. That's pure selfishness, as Bill Self said last night. You can't do that. You can't do that. I saw what you put up, the Bobby Knight shirt. That's
Bobby Knight would be so proud.
That's the 80s, dude.
He'd be so proud.
But I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. So, who knows what's going to come out of this? There are
Too many
referees
interesting to see.
literally writing down players doing things.
And one more thing. The game wasn't over.
No.
They had to shoot a free
No,
throw
it
and inbound
wasn't.
it with a second to go. So they inbound it, and he just
And then
holds
they-
it and
they
gives
made-
it to the ref.
They only made
And
one.
then they walk off the court.
And they only made one of the 2 free throws too. Oh my gosh, that was comedy.
I hope they
That
talk
was
about
comedy.
this in First Take with Stephen A. tomorrow. Some blasphemy.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what Max Kellerman says.
It's going to be...
Can't wait.
Oh, man.
Thank God I'll be in class when that goes on, dude. Oh my God, I can't listen to him. But Baylor, sticking to the Big 12.
They're number 1.
Baylor is the new number 1.
The 7th number 1 of the year.
Pretty impressive, I gotta say. I mean, this top 25 is a statement, an overall statement. When you think about the entire top 25, Duke falls 5 spots. Auburn falls 12 spots. I mean, Butler is now down to 13, and they lost last night to Villanova. I mean, yeah, Duke and Auburn turned it around, but Butler's now lost 3 in a row, and this time against Villanova. Like, this is unbelievable.
I don't even know what to make of it, honestly.
Like, this is...
I really don't know.
And that's not all of it. That's not all of it. Baylor only won by 4 against Oklahoma 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And Oklahoma was in that game the entire time. This is all in Waco, okay? San Diego State is now number 4 in the country,
See how they're doing right
being
now.
the only undefeated team in college basketball. And then you have Dayton out of the Atlantic 10, number 7 in the country. They play St. Bonaventure tonight, and then they got the Spiders, which I think they're going to lose to the Spiders. Richmond's going to beat them.
You're high about Richmond.
Dayton will be the highest ranked team entering the Robins Center. Like, that's the highest ranked team that Richmond will play in Richmond ever.
Only ranked team.
Yeah, actually no. The last time there was a ranked team that came into Richmond, they beat them. They beat UMass.
What was UMass ranked?
14.
What year? Do you know?
2014.
Wow.
I remember bragging about it in 7th grade.
UMass took a...
UMass is just their football, basketball, everything. It's a great school. Don't get me wrong. But
I know.
athletics, but this is a statement top 25, plain and simple. San Diego State could potentially be a 1 seed in a group of 5 conference. Dayton could potentially be a 2 seed, but the Atlantic 10 is a great conference. One of the most underrated conference in basketball. Mm-hmm. There are, I think, 5 teams that have won like 14 games so far. It's unbelievable. VCU, Richmond, St. Bonaventure, Duquesne, and Dayton. This A10 is wide open. I think 4 teams are coming out of the A10 this year.
Really?
Oh yeah, this is the most. I think that might be the most ever in A10 history. But besides the point,
I'm excited for Lenardi's bracketology.
yeah, bracketology. Oh,
Bracketology.
dude. Can't wait.
That dude's gonna have fun making that bracket. He's gonna be updating it every day.
There's gonna be 2 teams that he's gonna have to add that are new, real like non-familiar faces. One of them is DePaul. I'm on the DePaul train. Like, this is like me with
They're
Baylor
good.
and
I like them. I like them.
me with Baylor and Utah. I'm all aboard the DePaul train. Like, get me into Chicago.
Yeah, except what happened with Baylor and Utah.
Well, that's a whole different story.
Okay.
But there's another team in the top 25. That is Rutgers. Rutgers, dude. Rutgers is 24th in the
24th,
country.
yeah.
Their leading scorer only averages like 10, 11 points a game. Can you believe it?
I'm gonna look at this.
Like, the Big Ten is all over the place. Penn State was ranked. Illinois is now ranked. Like, they got a big game coming up, though.
Yeah.
This is a prove-it game for the Scarlet Knights.
Number 19, Iowa.
They play in Iowa City against number 19 Hawkeyes. They've had a couple bad losses, so it's just them mostly being on a hot streak, playing well in all these games. I'm excited. I've never seen Rutgers be so good.
Yeah, they're not even a great 3-point shooting team. Shooting
No.
30% as a team. Somehow, they're very spread out points wise.
Yeah, but not really. When you think about it, it's not really spread out, though. It's like between 11 and 7. That's
Yeah.
not big. That's
Between
not-
like 8 players.
Yeah, but still, come on now.
For college, that's a lot.
Yeah, good point.
Because, like,
Good point.
For example, okay, I'm going to bring Syracuse into this. who's usually the eighth man?
Bryson Gooding, Quincy Guerrier.
How much is he scoring? He's not putting up 7 points a night.
No, he's putting like 3 up.
Exactly.
That's
It's impressive.
dang. That's why I have him on here, because he's basketball minded.
I mean,
You make a good point, dude. Holy cow.
these stats are not crazy impressive, but I mean,
It gets the job done.
If it's working, I mean, don't stop it.
This could
what you gotta do.
give coaches fits. Like honestly, you make a very good
14
point.
and 4.
14, they're 14 and 4, and you have so many scores like that.
They beat Penn State earlier in the year.
Crushed Penn
Seton
State,
Hall.
didn't They beat. Oh yeah, they beat the Hall in the Garden City hardwood class.
Michigan State lost by 12.
Seton Hall's 10th right now. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
They're good. Big East is good. Like I'd say, my top 4 for conferences right now is, Big 12, Big East, ACC, Big 10. The A10 is 5th.
I can agree with that.
The A10 is 5th. I'm sorry. It's true. Not the SEC.
The ACC is very disappointing this year.
Yeah, it is. Florida State's about to win the ACC.
Very disappointing.
But the Atlantic 10 is the 5th best conference in basketball. I like to hear that. Huge fan. But let's get a little homebound a little bit. Syracuse. They beat Virginia Tech. After
Three straight.
from 11 previous days before that, they lost to Virginia Tech. They choked against Virginia Tech in the Dome, 67-60.
They almost choked this last game.
And they almost choked this last game too.
A lot.
They were up a lot. And Buddy
They
Boeheim
have scored
cannot be
18
stopped.
on his own. He won his own 18-5
18
run.
consecutive points. Co-player of the week for the ACC. No, not Jordan Nora, who really got shut down in Durham. It's Buddy Boeheim. All aboard the Buddy Boeheim train. Plain and simple. He leads the way for Virginia Tech. Pull up those leading scores now.
2
Nick.
top 5 scores. Elijah Hughes 19.3 and Boeheim 16.2.
16.2. See, that is unbelievable. And where's Vernon Carey is right there. Come on now.
Yeah, he's with Vernon Carey, who's projected top 10 pick. Jordan Nwora, who was projected ACC Player of the Year at the beginning of the year.
Correct.
And Landers Noley II, very solid player for Virginia Tech. Brought them back in the game against Syracuse. But I don't see multiple players on one team
No.
in the top 5.
Yeah.
Top 8. Yeah.
Right. I mean, Syracuse is making a statement. There was talk about Elijah Hughes maybe not making an all-ACC team, but there's
Yeah,
can
2
gar-
players on an
yeah, you
all-ACC
can guarantee
team.
him a spot, but the new guy to talk about is Buddy Boeheim. Like they can't guard him. He straight up said that in Blacksburg. They can't guard me. How does
Barstool Cuse was obsessed with that video. That's all I've been seeing.
Hey, why not? Why
Yeah,
not,
I mean-
dude? Syracuse is on cloud 9 right now. They have every right to be that way. They have something to prove against Notre Dame tonight. So I ask you, do they beat Notre Dame tonight? And then question A, do they beat Notre Dame tonight?
Yes.
Will they beat Pitt on Saturday?
Yes.
So they will.
I think Pitt's a much better team this year.
they're going to keep this going into Littlejohn.
I think
I think Clemson's going to be a little bit of a bump. In the road.
Definitely.
It's
They
going to be a
beat-
tough game for them.
great game by Clemson against Duke the other night.
Yeah. Clemson has always been a tough opponent. I've always admired Clemson.
Honestly,
the way they played.
the way Syracuse has been playing, I can see them. I don't want to really predict the Duke game yet, but I can see them winning up to Duke.
Really?
Their win streak will be at 6, I think.
Who?
Syracuse.
Notre Dame.
They have 3 more games.
Notre
until
Dame is
Duke.
4, Pitt's 5, Clemson's 6. They'll be riding a 6-game winning streak if they keep it up.
And, I mean, that's the perfect way to go into a Syracuse-Duke game at home in the Carrier Dome. I mean, things can really go Syracuse's way
That game
in the next couple weeks.
That will be an attendance record if that.
if Syracuse is riding a 6-game win streak.
Yes. Dude, like there was such a slow start with them this year, and now
I kind of had a feeling they were going to pick it up.
you had a feeling. I mean, that's just how it is with every single Syracuse basketball team. But speaking of Syracuse athletics, Nick and I have decided to start this thing called 3-Minute Thursdays. So for those who are interested in Syracuse athletics, it will be a simple 3-minute cast on Thursdays, once again at 8 p.m., just recapping and previewing Syracuse athletics across all the sports, all the major ones, more than not, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a good opportunity for us to get more chances to seek out our Orange athletics. So make sure you guys check those out. It'll be a lot of fun. So and you'll get to hear from us more than once. So I'm excited. You excited?
I'm very excited.
It'll be quick too. It won't be 55 minutes. But hey, it's a podcast. This is what we do it for.
Exactly.
This is what we do it for. You take breaks here and
What's
there.
wrong with hearing more of Trey and I?
What's wrong with me sounding like a 12-year-old because I lost my voice? Nothing wrong with that, right? Is there something
He
wrong
needs
with that?
his emergency.
Yeah, my gummies. I already had 2 of those. I can't have these. I already had 2.
Okay.
Put them back.
All right.
Put them back. I already had 2. Yeah, there you go. Get the cup in there. The cup is here. So, after a very long, very fun cast, this is one of the better ones I've been a part of. I feel like with you. That is going to do it for this week's edition of the Late Night Peel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This will be up on YouTube, Spotify, as quick as possible.
Yeah.
We'll get right to it. We can't thank you guys enough for the endless support. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also give us a listen on Spotify because it'll be much easier to listen to it on there, especially with a long cast coming up. So, once again, we can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. Alongside Nick Zelaya, I'm Trey Redfield. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, and we will catch y'all on the flip side.
Lakers are better than the Celtics.
Oh my God.